Hey y'all, welcome to Dirty Laundry. It's our new night.
Welcome to Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, Tuesday nights. We're back on Tuesdays now, y'all. Every Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Hello, Tuesday.
I missed you Tuesday.
You did.
Yeah, remember we used to originally be on Tuesday nights at 6?
Yeah, it was Tuesday nights at 6, but we were a little too
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much
for
TV at 6 o'clock. So they put us on at 9 o'clock. But we're here every week. Again, y'all make sure y'all follow us. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TLL Pumpkin, and definitely send me messages throughout the show.
And for those of you unfamiliar, I'm KenBarbie. Follow me on Twitter at It's KenBarbie. That's at CS KenBarbie. And Instagram official KenBarbie.
All right, Ken, so
what are we talking about tonight, P?
Hey, y'all, tonight we talking stereotypes, and we all know it's millions of stereotypes out there. I'm not going to even say any because Ken has top 10, so I won't even start, but it's thousands of stereotypes, and we definitely want you to call in if you can think of anything that we didn't think of.
Right. Tonight, we're leaving it open, so that's whether it's racial stereotypes, sexual, gender stereotypes. We're opening it up for all of that. My top 10 is going to be the top 10 annoying stereotypes that will not go away. And I'm including something for everybody with that. So it's going to be pretty fun. And of course, it's only 10 numbers. So we want you guys to give your feedback on maybe if I was missing anything, if there's any stereotypes that I named that you believe in. Give us a call and let us know what you think.
Definitely. That's going to be exciting, Ken.
It's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah. All right. So what's up? Let's go into the dirty.
Right, and for those who don't know, The Dirty is our news and entertainment segment. Each of these stories can be found at itskenbarbie.com. And you ready to get it started for this week?
Let's go.
So, Beyonce... No, I'm just kidding. You guys, let me let you in on the insider. Apparently, P believes that I talk about Beyonce a little bit too much. I don't think so, but...
It's the truth.
Whatever. But she's not a part of this week's news.
Thank God.
Miraculously.
Thank God. We don't want the Tuesday night viewers to get used to Beyonce stories.
All right, but we are kicking it off with somebody who has been known to be in affiliation with Beyonce.
Okay.
Jennifer Hudson. She started with Beyonce and Dreamgirls. We both know that she definitely lost quite a bit of weight since she first stepped onto the scene.
True.
So for our first story, Jennifer Hudson's fiance, David Otunga, who some of you may remember from I Love New York on VH1. His name was Punk back then. He's now a professional wrestler. He hasn't made it a big secret that he didn't mind when J-Hud was built more like a brontosaurus back in the day, rather than the snagglepuss that she is now. So, if we're to believe the National Enquirer, which we all know that's iffy, but I definitely thought this story would be interesting for discussion. Word has it that David isn't feeling Jennifer the skinnier years, and he's ready to take her back to Golden Corral to start fattening her back up. The tabloid claims Jennifer's weight has been an issue between them ever since she lost her first big chunk of weight in 2010. When they met, she was happy, proud, healthy, and loved food and embraced every aspect of life with much enthusiasm. Mm-hmm. Now, he's upset because she takes up to 4 hours to get ready when they go out, and she gets stressed out every time she puts just a morsel of food in her mouth. The former American Idol contestant began her weight loss journey in 2010, for those of you who are unfamiliar, when she signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Weight Watchers and lost a staggering 80 pounds, going from a size 16 to a size 6.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been a large adjustment. If the word is that David feels like Jennifer isn't as down to earth as she was when they first met.
Of course she feels better about herself. I mean, who wouldn't after you lose 80 pounds?
Well, maybe he liked the extra cushion.
That's not the point. I mean, he's jealous. He's
no,
jealous.
Have you seen him? He's kind of...
That's cool, but he's jealous that she's probably getting a lot more attention now.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people be mad when girls lose weight.
And again, we don't... It's a rumor at this point.
Yeah.
But David did speak out on Jay Leno just about a year or so back when he did state that he wants things to go back to how they used to when Jennifer didn't take as long to get dressed and have so much care about what she looks like.
But she should.
She
what is wrong
should.
with that? Oh, he wants her to be sloppy and fat again.
He wants her to be regular again. This is what he wants.
Depressed, low self-esteem.
Right, he wants a basic that he wouldn't have to worry about anybody else going after.
He's jealous of her.
All right, so moving on to our next story. Earlier this month, Chris Brown and his ex-girlfriend Karrueche Tran were involved in a small fender bender in Los Angeles when his Range Rover rear-ended the back of a woman's Mercedes-Benz. Things could have been easily resolved with an exchange of proper identification and insurance, of course. But according to TMZ, the LAPD is investigating the singer for allegedly giving false information to the woman before fleeing the scene. Meaning not only could he be charged with a hit and run, but he's also facing possible probation violation and jail time.
He loves it. I think he loves it, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown allegedly refused to give the driver he rear-ended his driver's license number, and we're told that he gave the woman incorrect insurance info.
Wow.
What's more is that we're now told that Chris copped an attitude when the woman pressed him for his ID before refusing to give up on the driver's license altogether. Brown is on probation for the Rihanna beating, and one of the conditions is that he's to obey all laws. If there's probable cause to believe that he broke the law by leaving the scene without fully disclosing any information, his probation would be violated and Chris can face up to 4 years in prison. I'm going to be honest at this point, Chris Brown seems like he can't get enough of the trouble. And with some people, at some point, you have to feel they won't learn until they do face the full consequences. True. So how many times has Chris been in trouble at this point?
So when did this happen?
This was actually earlier this month in May.
So him and her back together?
That's what it's said to be, because, him and Rihanna are now going through their 90th breakup. So now that him and Rihanna's broke up for the 80th time, it's open season for Karrueche. So I just want Chris to get the help that he needs. Obviously, he needs some type of sit-down punishment and see what's up, because letting him free isn't working, apparently. And lastly, I wanted to get through the dirty tonight because we about to have a lot of fun with the stereotypes topic.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so Miguel probably isn't having the best of luck these days. Did you see his Billboard Awards incident?
I've seen the pictures all over Instagram, but I missed it. What happened?
Well, Miguel was actually performing his hit record, Adorn, and he attempted to make a stage dive to where he actually landed on a fan's neck.
Who does that?
In the style of a leg drop.
People don't do that no more, though.
Here's my thing. The song is it's almost a ballad. It's a slow song. So what are you stage diving for?
Yeah.
I was confused by that. But after taking his crash landing and putting his nuts in the fan's face, during a mini Twitter rant earlier on yesterday, Miguel said that black people should chill out on all of their judgment, which actually goes into our topic.
What color is he?
Hello. So his quote was, "I'm proud of my heritage, but honestly, black people are the most judgmental people in the world. It's sad. We've been conditioned, pre-programmed to hate ourselves. That's why I appreciate those who think and act for themselves regardless of ethnicity and culture. I just personally believe we are the most critical of our own." Pumpkin, do you find that statement offensive?
No. Is he black?
Miguel is mixed.
What is he?
He is black.
What's
and
Miguel?
He's also something else that I don't know right now.
It don't bother me how somebody else feels about anything, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, just don't.
I'm going to be really honest, and I actually have to somewhat agree. Miguel said that black people are the most judgmental. And of course, there were a lot of people who were upset about this on Twitter. But you know what? Those were the same people whose entire Twitter timeline and social networks were filled with hatred and dissing their own kind. So I felt exactly where he was coming from. So I don't know. But if you guys do feel any type of offense towards that, definitely feel free to give us a call and let us know what you think about Miguel's statement that black people are the most judgmental in society. So that's it for the dirty. Make sure you check out those stories and more at KenBarbie.com.
So let's have some fun.
Let's have a lot of fun.
Stereotypes, guys. Please call in and let us know if you can think of any, if we leave anything off at 804-915-5202.
Right, and this isn't, again, I try to keep this as open for everybody. So with this top 10, you're going to find gay stereotypes, you're going to find male stereotypes, female, racial stereotypes. It's open to pretty much anything. But I want you guys to interact and give us a call and let us know maybe if you believe some of these stereotypes, if you found that some of them are untrue. Just give us a call, let us know, and know what your experience is with some of these stereotypes. You ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
All right. So again, this is the top 10 annoying stereotypes that just will not go away. So these are things I'm just tired of hearing. Number 10. All black people can play basketball? Okay, so I actually did some research on this one as I was writing the top 10. And it is true that the largest percentage of professional basketball players currently in the NBA are African American. And that's actually over 80%. And it is also true that the majority of the top college basketball programs also feature a healthy percentage of African Americans. However, this does not mean that every man or woman of color happens to be able to dribble a basketball.
Yeah.
Like, no, there are definitely some African Americans who can't even hit the side of the rim when shooting a ball towards the court.
Now, there's some Caucasians.
Absolutely.
Playing ball. I know it was a movie called White Man Can't Jump, but there are some that can. So,
right.
I
feel like for every Michael Jordan, there's 25 other black men who can't even hit the rim.
So, but that's the thing. It's like, if you're tall, you play basketball.
Not only if you're black, but if you're tall, you automatically have to play basketball. Yeah. If you're husky, you automatically have to play football.
You play football. You got to.
Your build and your race does not determine if you're good at a certain sport.
Exactly.
You guys.
It's called practice.
Right. It's not an automatic marker that you have to play the sport. It's weird to me. Number 9, touching on the gay stereotype. Number 9 is all gay people know each other.
They don't?
So this gay stereotype...
It's a community.
Oh my gosh.
It is. It's a community. I thought they did.
This gay stereotype is weird to me, and it only seems to belong to a small part of the population. So, example, if someone hears that you're gay, in their eagerness to show that they're with it or down for the cause, they automatically want to rush up and ask you if you know their neighbor's sister's son, who is also totally gay, or their cousin who's gay. They just assume that we all know each other, and that's not the case. Like, I don't know these people. That's like saying everybody in Virginia, because we're a smaller state, we all should know each other.
Yeah. Richmond is small, Ken. Richmond is small.
That's a terrible example. So do all black people know each other? Do all straight people know each other? Like, let's be clear. Let's be serious about this. Like, I don't know every gay person, Pumpkin.
We think it's a community of y'all, and that you gotta know them. I've asked you, have you known somebody before?
So you believe that?
Because I'm like, you go to Godfrey's? Hey, you ever seen this guy?
Well, look. Hand me over some Facebook info or something, and I'll be glad to fix it so that I can know them for you.
Do some research.
Right, I can do some research and get to know them for you, but please don't assume that I know them just because we're of the same sexuality. Just don't do it.
Okay. My bad.
Number 8. And this goes a couple different ways. I brought everybody together for this one. Number 8. White people can't dance. Black people can. And the gays just like to twerk. So, we all know the typical thesis that people run with, believing that white people have no rhythm and blacks are like natural born choreographers. Well, and I'm going to be completely honest here and say, I know people who are definitely the exact opposite. I'm going to be really honest and say that I can't dance. Like, I'm not the best dancer.
You can't twerk? You do shows. How can't you twerk?
That's a whole other subject.
That doesn't even make sense. You don't lie on TV. Are you lying on TV?
No, and that's the stereotype.
Do you twerk?
Do I have to know how to twerk because I'm black and gay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All black people can dance. Didn't you just say that was a stereotype?
That is a stereotype, but it's not true.
Times have changed, though, and I will tell y'all, white girls is getting stacks on deck. And they is twerking. Exactly. And they are getting it in now. So I can't say that white people cannot dance, that they don't have rhythm anymore.
Right. I know some Caucasian females that will dance circles around me, you, and any other sister off the block that steps to her. And that also goes into what we were saying about the twerking. In the gay world, it's this thought that every effeminate guy is automatically in the club bent over shaking his butt like he wasn't hugged as a child. And that's not the case. Me personally, I wouldn't be caught dead doing half of the stuff. But some people do it's not an everybody thing. You won't catch everybody in the club shaking it like the Renners do. And no, that's not going to happen for me. So, what do you feel on that stereotype? Do you think that most black people can dance or have rhythm?
I think that we do. We were born to have rhythm. I mean, we could hear a beat come in right now, Ken, and we ready to be like, you know? But, and then they say that, you know, a lot of people be like.
And that's which kind of.
Right?
Which race is
I don't do that.
Which race is
it don't matter, just.
Well, me, I don't know. I don't know where I fall into that.
You don't know?
Do you dance at the club?
I do.
You know,
I love music. I love music.
Pumpkin is one of those that shakes it like the renters do, you guys.
I like to dance.
I don't do all of that.
I love it. All right, then.
All right, so number 7. Let's just get into it. Number 7. Go ahead. All Middle Easterns are terrorists who hate America. Ever since the horrible attacks on 9/11 and other incidents, America seems to have this general assumption every time they see a turban or someone of Middle Eastern descent, where they assume that this person is going to blow them up, and that the other occasion they are hiding an invisible bomb.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, I would say that this stereotype is shown to be false just by the sheer number of Middle Eastern people that reside in America at this point.
Who bombed the two towers? Huh?
But does that mean they all do it?
Who blew up the thing in the marathon a couple months ago? Huh? I'm just asking questions. Who blew it up, Ken?
No, I believe that there is more love for America among Middle Easterns than that.
People that don't care about that, Ken.
The Middle Eastern, apparently they
Is that what you mix with?
No. Oh my God. But listen,
you're going hard. You're going real hard for them right now.
Because I want to be clear for everyone. I support everyone.
Okay.
But it's like they have McDonald's in the desert, and there's no clear indication of love for America than a McDonald's. Is that a stereotype though?
So if you on a plane and somebody walk past you with a turban on, you don't think about nothing else. You wouldn't even think.
I'm not gonna assume that because
you just not gonna even just start praying to God under your breath just because.
Okay, that's the same as saying because a Middle Eastern person sees you as an African American walk on the plane, they feel like you about to shoot up and bang the whole entire.
So all black people carry guns, right?
Exactly. So do all Middle Easterns carry bombs?
Pretty much. I mean,
no. So
that's
anyway,
what the news say.
Listen. Anyway, so the next time you hear somebody shouting "Death to America," you should probably also consider that crazy mixed guy that's sitting across from you with the T-shirt that says "Kill, kill, kill." Don't always assume because you see Aladdin and Jasmine getting on the plane that they're about to blow you up, because that's not always the case. I can't believe you.
I'm not racist. I'm not racist at all.
No, you're actually just amongst the general population that believes this.
The facts that they put on TV. And they make it known. They make sure that you see how they look. They draw pictures. Remember Osama bin Laden?
So what?
Why did they put that in our head, though?
And okay, so the DC sniper was a black man. So does that mean that all of us are
all black people carry guns? Didn't you just say that?
I'm giving you an example.
You just said it. You brought up the sniper, though. What did he have? He had a gun.
But he was
black.
And he was a terrorist.
He ain't have a bomb, though. That's what we're talking about. He ain't have a bomb. He ain't blow up the daggone two towers.
Whatever.
And the planes.
But he was a terrorist.
Oh, Lord.
At the end of the day.
Okay.
Number 6. This is a little personal for me. All light-skinned individuals are stuck up and or mixed.
Y'all mixed with something. You ain't come light for nowhere. That's the milkman, baby.
Alright, so listen. Believe me when I say that I've heard both of these for as long as I can remember. So the first one, there seems to be this general consensus that light-skinned individuals think they're of a higher standard or overly obsessed with themselves as far as looks.
Yeah. And y'all are. You are.
And to be honest, I think...
How many pictures you take a day?
That's different. I'm a media personality. I have to connect with my followers.
Through your pictures of yourself. Because you light skinned.
What?
You take a lot of
how many pictures do you post today?
My pictures be about other stuff, though. It don't just be me.
Well, listen, my face is my brand. So...
And you just happen to be light-skinned.
Yeah.
And light-skinned people happen to just be all on their stuff like they're the best thing to hit the earth.
I think that it's really just people who are insensitive with or insecure about their own looks who feel
Is
that
that
way.
what you think?
Is
it because I'm dark-skinned?
I've never seen... I've never seen anybody...
Are you talking about my skin?
No, but what I'm saying is that I've never seen anybody act as if they're on a high horse and say that, well, I can do this because I'm light skinned, or that I'm cute because I'm light skinned. Nobody's ever said this other than people of a different complexion that assume this.
No, y'all made it that way. Light skin with curly hair.
You believe these
y'all made it that way. If it was a time when a boy was light skinned with curly hair, everybody had to have them.
But you know what? That's another thing. As far as that, people assume that automatically because you're light skinned, you're pretty and a pretty boy. I'm of course a bad example for that. Yeah. But speaking for my other light skinned brothers out there, everybody's not like that. I've seen some of the most hood light skinned guys that you will ever meet.
Yeah. So. And one thing about y'all light people, y'all got to take baths.
What?
Because the dark stuff, you can see it. I'm just saying. See, when you light, you need to make sure you wash, because when you sweat. And then if it's dirt on your face, it'll drip in the sweat.
Did you just say that I'm prone to being dirty because I'm light skinned?
That is not what I said. I just said make sure you wash.
I'm a tad bit disturbed right now.
Well, how you think I feel?
So let's move on to the second part of that top 10 part. So the second part of that is sort of the perfect example of our own black community allowing racism to exist in our own kind. Since I was young, I've constantly gotten the question, what do you mix with?
Yeah.
And to me, it's annoying because, one, you're assuming, rather than asking first, am I mixed? You're just automatically saying, oh, you're mixed. So what exactly are you mixed with? And that's crazy to me. So, I've also had it where a lot of people ask me, once I've told them that I'm not, and tell me that I'm lying. Like,
so what is it, Kev?
Why would anybody's racial background be that deep to lie about it?
So what do you tell them?
I'm not mixed.
What you say though? What are you? What's your nationality?
At one point, what I did do when I was growing up, I started to just lie and say, oh yeah, I am mixed. Just to see what the reaction would be. And do you know what it was?
What?
Nothing. Nothing was different. So it gets me to why did that question even matter? I tested these people to see, okay, are you mixed, Ken? Yes. Silence. Crickets. Nothing happened.
Nothing else.
So
when you're not mixed, it's, hey, so what color are you?
Why?
What is it? What are you?
Why does it matter? For one.
Are you a terrorist?
What? Let's be serious. We as black people come in many different shapes, sizes, complexions, all of that. So let's let all of that be great and stop being so judgmental and assuming that because you're of a lighter skin tone that you're mixed with Spanish, or because you're darker that you come directly from Africa. Like, let's not do that.
Okay.
So, Pumpkin, when you met me, did you...
I got a call, okay.
It is. Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yes, my name is Shay.
Hi, Shay.
Hey, and I have a stereotype.
All right.
So, my son and my daughter, they're light skinned. I'm brown skinned. My son seems to think that all brown-skinned people come from Africa. They African American. I say, well, what are you? He thinks he's peach.
Wow. Oh my God. How old is he?
I don't understand. He's 6. I don't understand. You either white or peach, but all light-skinned people, they are just not African American. All brown-skinned people, they from Africa. I don't understand.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I actually have heard that growing up as well. It's crazy how we as a people are racist to our own kind. At the end of the day that we're all African American. So stop it. Like for a child, that's cute. It's understandable. But as that child grows up, they will learn differently. But there's some people who stays in those mind frames, and it's weird to me.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, when you met me, did you think I was mixed?
With something.
Okay.
I just don't know what, Ken.
So am I lying?
I don't know, Ken.
Let's move on. Number 5, and this is moving back to the gay stereotypes. Something for everyone. All right, so number 5, gay people own the rainbow.
Yeah, it's y'all. When I went and got my nails done, I got them to put rainbows on my fingers. I got her to go through and put a rainbow on all my fingernails. And as soon as I got it done, my friends was like, oh. So you moved over to that side, huh?
No.
What side?
I hear that all the time.
Like,
it's like, no. Like, the rainbow does not totally belong to the LGBT community. If you put a rainbow sticker on your car or something, no one should have to think that you're a part of the brother or sisterhood. Yeah. Like, we just kind of borrowed it for the cause. We don't take blame.
Yeah, if it's on your car, it's like, oh yeah, she's definitely gay.
It's not.
I'm going to get a rainbow tomorrow.
It's not that deep.
Put it on my car.
Like, listen, you can eat your Lucky Charms with no fear. We're not going to assume that you're gay because of that. To me, the rainbow is just a nicely put together pattern of colors. Chill out. It's not that serious.
Barney did it.
What?
Remember Barney was purple? They said y'all own that too. Purple.
What?
If you wear purple, you're gay. You don't remember when they did it to Barney? Remember they said Barney was gay?
No.
And the purple Teletubby? Yeah, they said they were gay because they had on purple.
How are you going to taint Barney?
And the Teletubbies. I remember because I used to love the Teletubbies. Yeah. They said purple. Trust me. Do your research.
That kind of makes you think.
Do you wear a lot of purple?
No, but I grew up watching Barney.
It was Barney that did it.
But yeah, so do you feel like you can't wear the rainbow because people assume that?
I mean, they're going to ask. I'll still wear it, doesn't matter, but they're going to ask. Like, people ask those questions.
Me personally, honestly, I don't even wear it because to me, it gets a little tacky and extreme if you wear a lot of it. But, yeah. I mean, it's not that deep. It's just colors. And you know what? As far as colors, before we continue with the top 10, let's take the call.
Hello, thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Hi, I have a question. I'm listening to you guys, and you guys are totally right. I remember when they used to say that Teletubbies and Barney was gay.
Yes.
But I wonder why people assume that bright colors identify that you're gay. Is it because they're fun?
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't understand it either. And that's actually exactly what I was about to say. Like, growing up, we're automatically supposed to think that blue is a boy color, pink is a girl color. When did a color become gender specific? It's just a color.
Right.
Thank you for calling.
I was calling to see if you guys knew exactly why they identified all the rainbows into being that it's supposedly gay. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't get it.
Gays borrowed it for the cause. That's it. It's not that we own it or anything. Everybody's free to
but
wear.
It was crazy. It was like, Barney is gay and the purple Teletubby is gay because it had a pocketbook. That was why it was purple.
Well, okay, that was understandable.
But that doesn't mean it's gay. It could have been a girl Teletubby. They didn't have a sex.
What were the Teletubbies?
I don't know. They were cute.
Were they?
I thought so.
But no, I'm really curious. If anybody knows what the Teletubbies were, as far as gender-wise, please give me a call and enlighten me because I'm curious now.
Kids stuff don't always have genders. You know, what was Blue? Blue's Clues.
Blue is a girl.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, she was.
Blue is a boy.
Blue is a girl.
Blue's Clues cannot be a no. Blue's Clues cannot be a girl.
Why do you think that?
Because it's blue.
Exactly.
Oh my God, it was a girl dog.
So if it were pink, it had to be a boy.
Yeah, a girl.
A girl. My favorite color is pink pumpkin. I'm not a girl.
No, you're not. But my favorite color is blue and pink.
So you're a boy.
Blue and pink is my favorite color. I'm mixed.
Blue, so you're a boy.
I'm mixed.
Moving on. Number 4. The classic penis size stereotype.
Shoe size.
No.
Yeah.
We're going another direction with it. You know, black men are supposedly well endowed. White men are small. And Asian men are tiny.
Yeah. That's what I heard too, Ken.
Well, I mean, one would suppose that, I mean, it could be true or not, but that's depending on the individual. I don't think because you're black that you automatically have King Kong and that because
Check the shoe size, ladies. Check the shoe size. But I heard that don't even matter no more.
So that's another stereotype because
I heard that is nothing. He is size 12, girl. I don't think it matters.
So you don't think there's any size 12 men out there running around with a 5-incher?
I think it's possible.
So you don't believe in the stereotype?
I don't.
I don't either. I think that I'm pretty sure there are I know for a fact there are black men who are running around with
exactly
minuscule penises. I'm pretty sure that there's white men who are well endowed, and there may even be Asians who are above average.
All you gotta do is watch a little porn.
That actually could work.
I mean, you'll see the difference. It is a bunch of different sizes, and you can check the feet size too, and that.
Right, and so I actually did some research upon that one as well because I was interested. Apparently, scientists have attempted to verify these stereotypes. However, no men seem to be willing to compare their penis sizes. So, so that's still up for debate. But you guys, again, we're all different people. We have very different body parts. So it doesn't matter what complexion you are. You may still be small and black.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, have you ever encountered a small black penis? Have you ever encountered you haven't? I had to sit back and think. So
Ken, I don't talk about that stuff on TV.
This is dirty laundry. We air it out.
It don't matter.
Let me continue with this interview.
Well, so let's go with your interview. Have you ever encountered a small black penis?
I will say that I've been very blessed not to have to deal with a below average penis.
All right. That's great.
Have you ever been with a white guy?
No.
Asian?
No.
Mexican?
No.
Pakistani?
No, it's her. Isn't it a terrorist? Oh, sorry.
I mean, he might just assault him. We can't say that.
Yeah, we can't talk like that.
Moving on, number 3, and this is back to the gay stereotypes. We bouncing back and forth something for everyone. So number 3, the gays have a never-ending recruitment process. What I mean by that is I see and even experience this gay stereotype all the time. The assumption is that every LGBT person out there wants to recruit a straight person as their lover. You know how you have some of these homophobic straight guys who don't even want to sit around a gay person because they feel like they're going to come on to them or want them or... Let's take the call and we'll get back into it.
Hello, thanks for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I'm a white man, but growing up, I was always told I was black below the belt.
Oh, really?
Why were you told that?
You know, I mean, the stereotypical, I mean. You
know what he's talking about, right?
I know. They're like, something ain't right down there.
So he may be proof that that's not...
That's not true then. It's a stereotype.
I wear size 11.
Oh, you got a size 11 shoe? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. See? So it might not be...
Shoe size, Ken. Shoe size.
It did say it was a size 11, but...
That's all I'm saying.
That's not true, you guys. I'm not going to elaborate.
All the shoe sizes don't. Yeah, that don't always matter.
I know that, but it's not true.
Yeah.
So getting back into our last number, which was that the gays have a never-ending recruitment process. You know how you have those those straight guys who assume that they can't sit beside a gay guy or near or around because I'm going to automatically want them or they're going to come on to them. Like, that's not the case. It just doesn't work that way. And 9 times out of 10, we're not even attracted to you. Like, I don't know about you, but I found my better half quite easily on my own. I didn't have to recruit anyone. I didn't have to take out an ad. I didn't have to go on Match.com. I didn't have to do any of that.
What did you do?
That is not important.
Why can't we know?
Well,
Dirty laundry. Air it out, Ken.
Let's say that God brought my partner and I together.
Okay.
It was in his will.
Okay. That's good enough.
So, I mean, we don't have to take out a special ad to recruit anyone. The thing is, LGBT people we're just trying to live our life just like everybody else. We're not trying to turn you out. We're not trying to turn your mother, your father out. None of that is going on. We're just living. Everybody's living right now. Do you feel uncomfortable going to maybe a gay club because you're going to assume that they're going to come on to you?
I don't feel like that, but I probably wouldn't go by myself, though, either way.
Why?
I just don't want to.
Is it because you think someone might come on to you?
I'll go with you.
Is it because you think someone might come on to you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't feel like that about gay people, though. I hang around gay people, so I don't feel like, oh, you gotta want me. I mean, y'all have your own choice of people you want to be with.
Totally, you have to think about it from the sense of there's totally a whole selection of people all over the world who I know for a fact want what I have and are attracted to men. So if I know for a fact that you aren't into that, and that I'd be...
So why would you waste your time?
Possibly risking my life if I coming on to you. That is not going to happen. That is not where it's at. So chill out. Number 2. All black people, we just love chicken and watermelon.
I do not like watermelon at all. Can't stand them black seeds up in the watermelon. White seeds getting all in your teeth. I don't want none of that. Chicken, now I do love me some chicken now. I like it fried, barbecue, lemon pepper. I like the teriyaki chicken. I love chicken, babe.
I mean, this is like the classic. Like, you've always heard this forever. And of course, there's other foods too, like chitlins and stuff like that.
But chicken, we own chitlins and chicken and pig feet.
That's just to name a few. But we're all typecasted to like these things. Like we all have the same taste buds. Personally, I don't even eat chicken.
I have a friend that doesn't too. One of my girlfriends, she don't, and everybody says, "No way, you don't eat chicken and you're black."
I was told that when I was a kid. I don't know what age, but I was definitely a younger child, and that's always stuck with me. A relative of mine told me, "Oh, you're not black. You don't eat chicken." No, I just don't want it. Yeah. I just don't like fried chicken. Maybe if it's a tender or a nugget or something like that, I can work with that.
You like little chickens. You still like chicken though.
Right. I can't just eat a big piece of fried chicken. That's just not for me.
Well, I don't eat the big pieces. I like wings.
Yeah, I can do a wing. Maybe a nice little wingette. Watermelon, no. Watermelon, it barely has flavor. It's something like water. Like, I just don't see it for watermelon either. So just because we're black,
people like the juices to flow down their sides of their mouth when they bite into it.
And get a juice. If I want juice, I'll go get juice. I don't need it to come out of my food.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so the food stereotypes, that's always been crazy to me. Can you think of any other ones that maybe we have to like because we're black? Or maybe even other ethnicities, what food they have to like?
Chinese people love rice.
Well,
they do love rice, though.
I mean, it is included in all of our Chinese meals.
Rice. Everything's rice.
But, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some Asians out there who don't particularly like rice, so...
But they grew up on rice, just like we grew up on chicken.
I didn't grow up on chicken.
Yes, you did. You just didn't want it. You just didn't want the chicken. Hello.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
All right.
I have a stereotype, but I don't want to sound racist.
Let's go.
You know how they say, like, all Asians, like, it's a lot of stereotypes about them, and I believe it sometimes. Like, for one, they real smart. They be killing the shit out on SOLs and exams and midterms and all that other stuff. And they, they be on there like that, like electronic stuff, and they be like know how to do all that stuff, and they all short. Like, cause I ain't never seen like a Chinese person like over like 5'4" really, except for that one guy who played basketball, but he was like a mutant or something. But then they all look alike. Like
people do say they all look alike.
Okay, so what ethnicity are you, sir?
I'm not Chinese.
What are you?
I'm black.
So when people say that all blacks look alike, how do you feel?
I mean, but no, I don't look like you.
I don't look like him either.
Of course not. But when people do say that, how would you feel?
But no, that's not the same thing, because I can look at you and I mean you claim that you're black 100%, and I know I'm
claim.
Claim.
But Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and King Kong and Godzilla, all of them look alike.
Look, one of my Asians
just
said, "I love rice." One of my Asian friends.
Thank you so much for
calling. That's right. That's right, China. I love rice.
Who is that?
China. She's Asian. She loves rice.
But that's just her personal preference.
It's an Asian thing.
It's not. So then...
I need to know if there's any Asians out there that don't eat rice.
Give us a call.
Please call us. 804-915-5202. Call us and let us know.
All right. And let's get into my number one. You know I gotta have my drum roll.
beating on the table. iTunes next week. Or did I say that last week?
You did.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah, my song is coming out.
All right, so number 1. You gonna be mad. All right, so number 1. All men cheat.
They do.
What?
They do. They do.
Let me give my spiel first before I allow you to go in.
You go ahead.
I'm so sick of this mentality that all men cheat. Like, listen to me, you guys. Maybe all men cheat on you, but all men do not cheat. Let's be clear. Like, there are definitely a lot of men who have commitment issues and who don't necessarily want to settle down with one person, just like there are women who feel the same way, i.e. Pumpkin. But every time I hear a woman or gay man say this, I'm just like, girl, don't do this. Like, I had to sit a friend of mine down a couple days ago and just be like, you need to worry about why ain't shit guys always want you. Like, not that all men are this way. Maybe it's something about you that's the problem.
So we make them cheat?
I mean, if your track record is that all men cheat on you, it might
men
be
cheat
a little bit deeper than what you...
Ken, let me tell you, they get bored. Men get bored.
But
they only cheat because the opportunity presents itself.
All men do not cheat. I don't cheat.
But it's always that woman out there that's running up on your man. And if the opportunity presents itself, ain't too many men turning that down. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so look, let's flip that. So if one woman is a hoe, are all women hoes?
All women ain't hoes, but you gonna have a couple of them.
Just like
there's a couple hoes out there.
You're gonna have a couple of cheating men out there, but all men aren't cheaters.
Now, it's different.
Why?
It's different ways of cheating, Ken. You know,
it doesn't matter.
Sometimes they get bored. Some of them might have just had an argument when they left home, and maybe this coworker just said, you know what, it's going to be okay, baby. And then they meet in the office. Things happen, Ken. That man is not going to say no.
So does that mean that all men do that?
I feel like it.
So listen.
Tell me if y'all don't agree.
So you're telling me if somebody was to walk into the green room as soon as we leave this show.
Yeah.
Because I'm a man and they've offered themselves to me, I'm going to take advantage of that?
It depends on if you really want it. Now, let's say, for instance, you're upset with your partner. You're going through some things. You're gullible at this moment. Mm-hmm. And then this person comes up and just, everything's going to be all right. It just might rub you a certain way. You might.
Okay.
You're not okay.
Yes, I am.
You wouldn't. I'd be like, you're not okay.
Why do you want me to cheat?
I'm going to help make you okay. I'm going to help. I'm here.
Okay, so what, are all women faithful?
No. All women are not faithful, but all women ain't cheaters, though. Women cheat.
And that's why I asked that.
Women cheat. We have reasons. Good reasons why we cheat.
That is so stereotypical.
Women have good reasons. It's something missing in the relationship. Men cheat because it's a sport. Y'all don't got nothing else better to do.
That is so unfair.
Whatever.
That is so unfair. Okay, so you don't think a guy can be in the same position as to where he feels like he's not being treated correctly, or he has to just be a cheater because he's a man? Y'all
all cheat. That's all I'm saying. Let me live, Ken.
Well, that's it for my top 10. Of course, as we're finishing out and going through the rest of the show, you guys can still give us a call and sound off on any of these top 10s. Scenarios, if you believe they're correct, if they're incorrect.
Yeah, but I have more.
You have more? Definitely.
What about the one about anytime you see a black person dressed up, they got to be going to court or interview?
Right. So you just got back from court, right?
Because you dressed up. You got on the tie and everything.
Oh, yeah, so...
You just left court. You had to just leave court. Oh, you had an interview today.
Why can't I just want to look nice?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Or the cell phones. Black people can't have more than one cell phone. It means that they got to be some type of hustler or sell drugs or you can't. It's no such thing as a black person having a personal and a business lines. No such thing.
Right. It's unheard of for them to be that busy. But that goes into another stereotype. Black people don't like to work.
Yeah.
We just like to sit at home and collect welfare.
We can't live. Apparently. Collect welfare checks and food stamps. That's it.
Crazy. Me personally, I can't sit at home and not do something. So
exactly. So what about Ebonics? They say black people own that.
Oh my gosh.
We own Ebonics.
No.
We cannot talk in complete sentences because if we do, we're talking white.
Exactly. That's another thing that's plagued me all my life because I enunciate and talk correctly in proper English. I'm talking white.
Yeah.
I didn't know that white people talk a certain way.
Did you go to a white school?
No.
That's it. That's another question. It's
right.
Like,
and it's like, no.
Oh,
so
did
now
you grow up in a white neighborhood?
Nope.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, where does that come from? How do you talk white?
Yeah, I don't know, Ken. Because the reason of going to school is so you can learn how to talk.
To talk proper English.
So, but if you talk proper and you're black, then you're acting
right,
white.
Right, you're trying to be white.
And if white people say any Ebonics, they're trying to be black.
Right, they could possibly just be uneducated.
Yeah. So. What about men being too clean? That means they're gay. The feminine men.
I'm a little
the men that stay in the bathroom for hours, getting ready, taking long showers. He has to clean his fingernails. He has to make sure this is clean, that's clean. Does that mean he's gay?
No, because we definitely live in a time where there are guys who really are into taking care of themselves and they just don't want to look dirty. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely a stereotype, though. I've heard that quite a few different times. I don't agree. Do you agree?
What?
Do you think they have to be gay because they take care of themselves?
You gotta watch some of these men, Ken.
So listen.
Hold on. You got to watch some of these men. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, if he start pulling out Bath and Body Works on you, something ain't right.
Yeah, I did mention
Ain't nobody doing that, Ken.
We did go there in the top.
Yeah, because you clean, but if you start spraying yourself with the Bath and Body Works, then yeah.
Right, if you can share the products in your medicine cabinet, then there's a problem.
Something ain't right.
Just because he's clean, that doesn't mean anything.
Oh my goodness.
So
we got a text saying that someone's talking white is so ignorant.
It definitely is. It's called education. Some of us took advantage of the education that we received in school.
Definitely, we should.
It was 12, 13 years, you should.
All right, what about this one? This is my favorite one because it relates to me because I hang with all guys. So a female that hangs with all guys, it could be like 5 guys, 1 girl. That means that she has to be having sex with them. At least one of them. You cannot be friends with guys. Females can't be with guys without having sex with them.
But you know what? That actually exists in the gay world as well. For example, if I were to walk into this room with my gay best friend who's a male, we go together. We're dating.
Yeah, y'all gotta be together.
We're having sex.
Y'all have to be together. There's no way possible that you're not together.
Do you believe that though?
If you walked in a room and you're gay, I'm gonna say the same thing.
You're gonna assume
it's
that's
a stereotype, but yeah. But I will also say which one the boy, which one the girl. The one that you hate.
Oh my God.
That's the one you hate.
Oh my God. Okay, listen. I'm about to have a whole spiel right now.
Oh my God.
Listen. Okay. So, I'm a guy. Meaning, no matter whether I'm dating another male or not, at the end of the day, I have a penis. So, I'll never be the girl in a relationship because I just don't have the proper anatomy. So, stop. Just stop with who's the boy and who's the girl because we're both guys. We both have penis.
So, I guess the reason being is it's always a hard guy, hard-looking guy. He's real.
It's not.
And then it's also the soft-looking guy.
That's another stereotype.
But girls do it too, where you have the stud in the film.
But there can also be 2 feminine women that are together. There can be 2 effeminate guys who are together.
You're never going to see 2 studs.
Yes.
I ain't never seen 2 studs together.
I mean, in 2013...
Oh, I can see anything I want in 2013.
You are going to see that.
Oh.
See, this is why you should have came to the party last weekend.
Oh. I would have saw that.
You would have saw that.
2 studs together. Really?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
So, I don't know. That's always bothered me. But as far as the females, you're right. A girl can't hang around a group of guys. She might just be a hoe, or she's doing it to all of them. Like, apparently, you might be doing it to the whole team, Pete.
Anybody I take a picture with can. Anybody, if I'm in that picture with a guy, then I got to be with him. It's nobody else in the world. Like, it's not even possible for me to be in a relationship because I'm with everybody that I'm in the picture with. That's crazy. You know, but that's the thing. Like when you're a female in entertainment and you have to take pictures and you have to be out and you have to interact with guys, people always look at you like that and say stuff like that. So it's cool. I'm used to it now. It don't matter. I know it's true.
What other ones do you have before we close?
What about let me see, what's a good one on here? Social media. If I talk to you on social media, we are not friends. Just because we follow each other on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram does not mean that we're friends.
Well, look, I mean, in what we do as personalities, we do have people who they do believe that they have built that personal connection with us, and I embrace that.
Yeah, it's called supporting each other, and that's cool. But it doesn't mean you're BFFs, though.
It doesn't, but I don't know. That one doesn't really bother me because I understand that connection that people build with you. Like, if you were a fan of Nicki Minaj and you were to watch her on Twitter and interact with her on Twitter, when you see Nicki, you're going to want to embrace her and hug her and talk to her and spend time with her because you feel like y'all have that connection. So that one,
but guess what she's not going to do? She's not going to hug. She's not going to embrace. Like, stop playing.
And then
Nicki is going to be like, you're our fan. We are not friends.
I wouldn't do that. Would you?
No, I'm not like that. I talk to everybody.
Right.
It's just my personality, but, you know, again, that was another stereotype. What about if you have long hair, it has to be weave?
Yes, for black women, apparently.
Has to be weave. Yeah, it's no way possible that can be your hair. Hey, is that yours? You know, people touch it and
then it's
get
also,
your life.
Because if you have a shorter haircut, and this is kind of an old school one, if you have a shorter haircut, you're a butch or you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
Or, like, no. This style just happens to fit your face. Like,
what about Chinese people are cooking cat? I mean, that's what they say.
I mean, that definitely was a stereotype, and on the news, it's actually been uncovered a couple different times. So
oh my God, was it true?
Yeah.
It really wasn't a cat.
What was it?
That is so rude.
It wasn't a chicken.
Oh. Oh my God.
What else you have?
That was on the news?
Yeah, I did see a news story, actually more than once, about there being dogs and cats and other animals. But I don't believe that all Chinese restaurants do that. That's where it steps in, and it's not a stereotype to me. But I mean, there definitely are some restaurants that are serving us dog.
Hey, y'all give us a call, 804-915-5202, and chime in on the topic, stereotypes.
Have you eaten a cat?
Cats are not meant to be eaten. You don't cook cat.
Well, who said that we were supposed to eat any other animal, though?
You're right. From what I hear, we're not supposed to eat any animals.
Okay.
That's what they say. But I gotta eat. I'm sorry.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yes, I have a stereotype that wasn't said. I wanted to talk about the stereotypes with single women with kids. Why? Because I have 2 kids. I have to be on some type of assistance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 2 different baby daddies.
Yep.
Like, really? Oh, my goodness. I make too much to get food stamps. I wish I could pass somebody food stamps. Seriously. But, like, no, my kids have the same daddy. Like, it's ridiculous. And it gets to the point where it's ignorant.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I've definitely heard that quite a few different times.
Yeah, because it's always, if you got more than one kid, it's always, y'all got the same, they got the same daddy. If you meet a guy, they got the same daddy.
That is
how many baby daddies you got?
An appropriate question. How would you feel if...
People do it, though.
How do you respond?
You tell them whether you got 2 baby daddies
really
or not.
answer it?
Like, people... No. No. People answer it, Ken.
I wouldn't answer that.
But it is a question.
And it's like, why do all black people have to be on some type of assistance to make it? And
because it's like, it's for some reason we're all lower class.
I mean, there's definitely a selection of African Americans who do benefit and take advantage of the system, so to speak. But that's not everyone. I guess the moral of this whole entire thing, and I want to do a stereotypes part 2 because this was good. But the moral
it's thousands. It's so many.
We have to do a stereotypes part 2. But the moral of this whole thing is everything is circumstantial and individual to that person. Everybody's not the same.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't do the same thing. We're all different. Don't classify everybody into one thing because that's...
The Chinese people, they're not the only people that got hair stores either. There's a couple of black-owned hair stores out here now, and a couple of people selling hair, out here. Oh, I see. It hung up. Sorry.
Sorry. Give us a call back.
Yeah, we got a couple more minutes. 804-915-5202. If it's a stereotype that we didn't mention, definitely call us. Tweet us. You can tweet me at TLL Pumpkin.
And you can tweet me at KenBarbie, at TS
And our Instagram is at the bottom, so definitely Instagram us. Make sure y'all check out the P Show on Saturday, thepshow.com, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. KenBarbie.
I'll be there.
Are you putting stereotypes on your website?
I'll definitely list a couple of different stereotypes. I'll actually list the entire top 10.
That's going to be fun.
But you guys can check me out at itskenbarbie.com, your number one source for news and entertainment. Again, follow me on Twitter at itskenbarbie and Instagram official KenBarbie. And
we're on Facebook. You can pull me up. I am Pumpkin Green.
I'm there as well. It's actually at TZ KenBarbie. And also make sure you like my fan page. It's KenBarbie.com. We're actually almost at 2,000 likes, so
I need to get there. Y'all make sure y'all like the P Show on. I got 2 different pages. It's the P Show fans and then the regular the P Show.
See, that's where you're messing up.
I got a group.
Too many sections.
Well, I have a group and I have a fan page.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? The group probably about close to 1,000. The fan page, I think I'm only at like 8 or 6 or I don't know. I'm not where you at, Ken. You've been working.
Yeah, I work hard.
Yeah, you've been working.
So yeah, we're trying. The goal is to get to 2,000 within the next month. It would be great to have it by the end of KenBarbie Appreciation Month. So you guys go like the page.
That'd be cool. And definitely, y'all make sure y'all follow the jewelry line. My earrings. Ken, show off your celebrity status jewels.
Can they see it?
Celebrity stat jewels, yes. Celeb stat jewels on Instagram. Celeb stat jewels on Twitter. Hashtag celeb stat jewels. Pull up all the new stuff that's coming in on Thursday and Friday. Ken, you look fabulous.
Thank you. I
yes,
tried.
I love you. You're my favorite model.
Thank you.
One of them, because I got a couple out there that, But definitely, I appreciate everybody supporting it. It's a couple models,
One of
Ken.
them.
You're one of my models. I got a few models, Ken. You're not the only one that wears celebrity status jewels. Check the hashtag, Ken. Check my hashtag. Do you have a hashtag?
For what?
You need to get a It's KenBarbie hashtag. Hashtags are everything, y'all. You can go and Google a hashtag, and it will pull up everything. For real, you need one. It should be It's KenBarbie.
Hashtag dirty laundry.
Dirty laundry. When you pull up the hashtag on dirty laundry, you'll see Kelly's video and Kelly's music all up in there. But that's cool because we're getting promo off of Kelly.
We like Kelly.
Yeah, and we're getting free promo off of Kelly.
We like Kelly.
Well, I had fun with the stereotypes tonight.
I had a lot of fun. You guys stay tuned because Stereotypes Part 2 is definitely coming. I'm going to switch up the top 10 a little bit and do it a little bit differently. But there are definitely a lot of different stereotypes out there. If you'd like the stereotypes to be in Stereotypes Part 2, don't forget that you can tweet us your own stereotypes, Instagram us, Facebook us, and just put hashtag Dirty Laundry and we'll definitely check it out.
And shout out to Lil Rock for the intro. It was really nice. I love it.
Appreciate you.
Love that. And everybody that's watched us today, y'all make sure y'all tune in again next week, 9 o'clock, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. We're here.
And let's hope by next Tuesday, hopefully
we're going to have a hot topic.
Hopefully I have a little surprise for you guys.
I can't wait, Ken.
Hopefully.
I can't wait for you to reveal it. I can't keep keeping the secret, Ken.
Right, it's like bubbling up in my soul.
Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. 30 seconds.
You're now watching Dirty Laundry.